Hello, Princess, and welcome, members of the court, from a gray, not raining, thankfully, day here at Carowinds. This is day 2 of our coaster cruise at Carowinds, and first off, while these are the most amazing things to take with you to like a food festival, they set off metal detectors. Okay, that's very interesting. Either way, there's nobody here. I saw Fury cycle a couple of times. Trains are empty, and I figure, yes, the weather probably keeps people late. Oh, it looks like the Sky Tower is running. Okay, well, I have to stow the backpack in a locker, and then we are in the park until 4-ish, I think. Then that's off to the airport and back to the palace. But that is okay, because, well, we're going to do something like this again. We are headed straight to Kitty Hawk. There you go, right there. I missed early ride time. Yes, I was going to say early magic hours. And hopefully, oh no, I'm sorry, no, that is Nighthawk. Kitty Hawk is the tan one behind it. And get it out of the way. I know it's a terrible thing to say, but since I missed it yesterday, that's the last one I really need. All right, there's one thing I just want to get out of the way right now. No secrets, right? Okay? Yes, I'm wearing the same shirt as yesterday, but I new headdress, and I got some new sunglasses to complement the outfit. All right. Reason being is if it does rain, I do have a poncho, believe it or not. This is quick dry, and the shirt I brought is cotton, and it would stay soaked. So that is why I have a reason. All right, I'm not going cuckoo or anything. So there you go. I know you've learned to expect a lot from me, but there's sometimes a reason for, well, not being mad. Uh-oh, looks like they're ready for anything, but she's open, and I do see people already on the train. Kitty Hawk, all right, that was not so bad, only because it is a short ride. Yes, I understand why things like this are called hang and bangs, because, yeah, it is pretty shaky, and with those stupid over the shoulder restraints. Yeah, so actually, it did pretty good. I just kind of propped myself up, so there was nothing to bang against. You want to be tall. Anyway, I also understand that these rides, there's differences between the front and the back, even the middle on some rides, but that's only for like the major ones. Something like this, I'm going to consider this a one and done. All right, so there we go. Finally, I think I've done every operating roller coaster in the park. I think the best course of action would be to maybe just ride Intimidator again, and maybe Fury. Nighthawk, I'm debating. There's empty seats, so I could do it now. And then I just want to go and try one of those other little rides. Lunch. Yes, lunch. As soon as something opens, probably the 11, because I came here skipping breakfast, even though I still missed early ride time. This train I saw going up only had 2 guests in the front row, so let's go. So walking up earlier, I felt kind of bad, because even though I walk fast, there are like kids behind me, and I just know they wanted to run, because there was literally no one in line. Wait, yes, just like a cruise. Good morning, and welcome to the Ghost Park Carowinds. There's literally nobody around, and yeah, I think I'm supposed to be here, although I don't remember this service entrance. Oh yeah, no, there's nobody. Oh, one person up. All right, we're getting here. This is indeed a Hornet, and the theme of the ride is the riders are chasing a Hornet. Okay, that makes sense. Now, Fury 325, there's more on that. I walked right by this before. 325 is the height of the lift hill, the ride time, 3 minutes, 25 seconds, and March 25th, 2015 is the soft opening date. All right, so that explains the Hornet. It explains 325. But what is the connection between the Hornet and Fury? Well, that is still a mystery. However, the Fury is a callback to Charlotte during the Revolutionary War period, when I guess the British, I imagine, I don't know. There is a citation, but it doesn't really work too well. Was a fury of rebellious activity. So I like that. I like that a lot. Everybody should be a fury of rebellious activity. And it has started. It is lightly drizzling. Okay, so I'm going to head over to the cheesesteak restaurant, the cheesesteak restaurant, and maybe take shelter in there and get lunch, because it is that time. Still have to find the connection between a Hornet and Fury. It is not the collective. So I don't know, maybe somebody else knows. Right, this is what it is. Chickie and Peats. Okay, well, there's lights on inside. Oh boy, I really hope it's open. I'm in here in Chickie Peats waiting for my cheesesteak. Apparently there's some issues with the registers in this part of the park. There was a problem yesterday too. So, oh, wow, you guys are fast. Okay, we're back. Yeah, they're fast. Anyway, so I rode Fury 325 in both front row and back row. This wasn't an actual back-to-back. I did have to make the line again because there were people waiting. Totally fine. And this time I didn't notice that much of a difference. The first drop, there is definitely a difference, but the rest of the ride, I think it's because it has so much speed that there's not really a lot of room for difference between the front and the back. It was much more noticeable on Intimidator, which I think I prefer, actually. Okay, but that's kind of cool. Yes, sprinkling. So we'll see. I don't want to unfurl the poncho until I absolutely need it because we all know once you unpack that thing, you just do not want to deal with it. That is one thing in common that at every park. From Chickie and Peats, this is the classic Philly cheesesteak. They also have a chicken and a buffalo, but you know what? First time, so let's just stick with the classics. Wow, a lot of fries. Ruh-roh, the ponchos are out. So let's talk about the food. Okay, that was pretty good. Here's the thing. On the menu, it's listed as a classic Philly cheesesteak. However, I would not be shocked, put money on the table, that this recipe came straight from Sandusky because it doesn't really remind me of either Pat's or Gino's. It's been a while since I've been there, but it just feels different. It does, however, feel like something that an Ohioan would make. So, yes, I guess the Ohio interpretation of a Philly cheesesteak, but still pretty good. Way too many fries though, but that's totally fine. All right, I am, well, I'm just gonna sit here. Everything is closed. Everything is closed, so I don't really have any other choice. Well, I do have choices, but I don't want to get wet. There's people wearing ponchos. I can see why. So we're just gonna have to wait it out. There are no flights this afternoon between now and when I'm already booked. So I'm just gonna sit here. All right, maybe we'll find something else to talk about. How's that? Just to prove I came somewhat prepared, I did bring a poncho. I got this a while ago. It is, or was, the cheapest poncho you can get on Amazon, and I was going to do a video testing it on the water rides at Islands of Adventure. Never got around to that. I don't remember why, but I still had them, so okay, well, it worked out, but yeah, see, it's nice and packed up now. Once you open these things, they're an absolute mess, so I'm just gonna sit here. Well, let's talk about the trip real quick. I did some things, I made some decisions that made things a little bit harder than they need to be, and it's fine. I didn't really know, but I accept that. And one of them was not staying at one of the hotels that is right by the park, or even the one here, the Spring Hill Suites, that is right on property. I know it sounds a bit nuts, but I actually wanted to pay a reasonable price for a hotel instead of just using points. If I had just used points, I would be like literally right here. Because I wanted to just see how much a trip like this would cost and see how it felt to pay for a trip like this. Because, you know, being used to cruising, it's so disconnected. We pay so far ahead of time, then when the cruise finally comes, it almost feels free in a way, you know? So I wanted to actually pay for things as they go and just see how that felt. So that's what I did. Do not expect to get an Uber or a Lyft from Carowinds at night. That has been very difficult. Last night it took over an hour, I think, for Uber to finally assign me a ride. So, yes, lesson learned. That's totally fine. Lesson learned, always stay on or within walking distance of the park, if at all possible. So, I know where I think I'm going to stay, in Pigeon Forge. It's a Marriott, but it's literally down the hill from Dollywood. So, worst case scenario, there's that. Hold on. And I think at Cedar Point, there's hotels that are right across the causeway. Then there's a shuttle, so that would also work. Maybe even stay at the Lakeshore Lodge, whatever it's called. Sorry, I don't really remember. Here, there's a campground, but not a hotel other than the Spring Hill Suites. So, and I brought the bag with me. I was debating, but I didn't want to, like, with weather and the difficulty in getting a car, I didn't want to have to stop. Although it is on the way, probably wouldn't have been so bad, but I wanted to, again, experience what it would be like taking a bag to a park, and not so bad. However, I forgot. I didn't remember all the equipment I brought, so it was kind of like take this out, run it through the mag, take this out, run it through the mag, take this out, run it through the mag. It's like, finally figured everything out. So, I did learn for next time to make the equipment easily separable from like just the clothes and stuff. So, yes, well there you go, that's why I did this. More coaster cruises coming up. All right, well, this is a fun way to spend 2 minutes. Now what am I gonna do for the next 5 hours? This is my lot for the foreseeable future. It is just a constant drizzle. All right, no problem. However, this does make me think of, this is why you have an RV or a camper or a van or something like that, because it would be so nice to just go and take a nap right now. I guess not, because the park is closed. Yes, that's it. For this? Okay, all right. I actually didn't hear any lightning or anything like that. I mean, no, they have detectors, but, all right, I'm gonna say this. It takes a lot more to close a park in Florida than a light drizzle. On a Sunday, too. I'm thinking there's a little more to it than that. I'm just gonna go to the airport. I mean, there's nothing else to do. And that's our Carowinds adventure, although the coaster cruise technically is still going because I do have to make it back to Miami now. Yes, back to Miami. Well, you know what? A light rain, low attendance. The park closes. Wow. Back home, it takes a lot more than this to close a theme park. And that is why I am constantly reminded that everything is better in Florida. Well, we're not done. This is the entire course, or most of it, of Fury 325. I still have to figure out what the Hornet-Fury relationship is. Still very mysterious. All right, car is on the way. Uber, again. I tried Lyft, and they don't even try. They're just, like, unavailable. So, Uber it is. Yay. I'm at the airport. All right, so just gonna hunker down. We have 3 hours. Wait, three, yeah, to wait. It's been worse, and I hate saying that because it's true. I wish, though, Brightline wasn't delayed because there are 3 flights to Orlando in the intervening time, and it would actually be faster to fly to Orlando now and then take Brightline to Miami. So, oh well. I guess, well, you know what? It will be better. Well, you know what? Because it's almost there, it's still better in Florida. Sitting in an airport doesn't have to be downtime, but I'm bored, so I'm going to take a walk and see what's new here at Charlotte Airport. This is, well, I don't ever come to this part of the airport, so I don't know. Last time I was bored of walking around an airport was in Houston. Not that exciting. Well, you know, there's always something important to talk about, and since probably no one's going to actually watch this, let's talk about something that's not that important. It's a missed opportunity by Virgin, and that's with the officers' uniforms. They are really plain. They are shockingly plain. White polo and white pants. I guess they're going for a nice, simplistic, clean look, or an egalitarian look, because it's very similar to the rest of the uniforms. But I don't know. People like the officers being special in a way. I think they really could have gone for some really sci-fi, some retro sci-fi feel, something that you might see on the Orville. You know, that would be good. But yeah, there was just like I'd seen them, but you wouldn't notice them. I only recognized the captain because one of the crew referred to him as captain. Yeah, so maybe they are supposed to blend in. That's, you know, there's a lot of reasons, but I think they could do something better, something a lot better. Even the Virgin Atlantic flight attendant uniforms are nicer. Now, why would this be closed? I'm kind of craving a cookie. I found this spread here. Look at these. What are a sweet girl mixed bag? Oh, well, yeah, don't the gentlemen know that? This looks good. Lemon blueberry chocolate. So I want it just because I'm hungry. But there's almost never anything worthwhile eating in an airport, so I would rather just stay hungry. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense to me. We should be boarding in about half an hour. Oh, finally. This mezzanine is up here. This is very weird. I can't remember an airport with anything like this. There's nothing else up here. Well, there's going to be something over there. Oh boy. Looks like a... Well, I don't know. It could be a Starbucks or something. But the only thing up here are bathrooms, and that's it. Well, let me walk over here to the edge. No, to the end. See if there's anything, like, hidden. Yeah, there's nothing over there. So, oh well. Ay. All right, hopefully boarding soon. What a day. Oh, apparently there is a new, well, not really a new one, but the low-key rumors of Zelda coming to Islands of Adventure are, well, the heat is turning up a little bit. There's been a few videos popping up lately. This has been long speculated. I think it's going to be pretty cool. I think I've only actually played the game once or twice. I never played a game. I never played it through anything like that. I've only actually sat down and played it at someone's house a couple of times. So I don't really know anything about it, but who knows? Maybe this is, you know, the reason why I will. We'll see. However, I just, wow. Get it together, guys. It's not that hard, you people at Disney, because Universal is going to literally eat your lunch, I guess. Well, that's a nice, polite way of putting it. Well, they already are in a lot of ways. Oh well. Like I said, what a day. You know, and the weather turned out to be great. You know, why did the park close? I don't know. It's very, honestly, kind of sketchy. A little bit disappointing. I hope this doesn't happen again. Not something that we are at all ever used to dealing with. So, in fact, the only time I remember that happening was Busch Gardens closed early one day. But it was like tornado season. A huge front was coming through, and I remember it was bad. It was really bad. But a light sprinkle? Oh well. Fine. I just have to visit more Cedar Fair parks to get the money out of my Platinum Plus Prestige Plus Pass. So, little rain caused all of this, but that is why I am thankful for my problems.